Hallihallo und herzlich willkommen hier in meinem Stream. Wie ihr bereits schon hört, habe ich Danganronpa schon gestartet. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß beim Zuschauen und los geht's. Zuletzt waren wir nämlich mit den Ermittlungen beschäftigt zu Byakuya Togamis Tod, der ja leider zu seiner eigenen Party umgebracht wurde, während eines kurzen Stromausfalls, der womöglich durch die Überlastung einer Sicherung oder eines Stromkreises, besser gesagt, hervorgerufen wurde. Ja. Monokuma hat uns jetzt zu sich gerufen, also die ganze Klasse, um den Class Trial abzuhalten. Also fangen wir doch einfach mal an. Definitiv wird jetzt auch erst einmal nochmal erklärt, worum es geht, was die Regeln sind und alles drum und dran.
Are you kidding me?
Ach ja, Monokuma Mountain ist quasi, wie hieß denn das? Ach ja, Mount Rushmore oder so hieß das, glaube ich. Ist dem nachempfunden, scheint. Oder Mount Monokuma? Ist der so? Nee. Oder?
No way.
Ja, es ist schon ziemlich lange her.
You are right.
I got it!
Hallihallo! Ja, gut, du hast... Ich glaube, als du gestern gegangen bist, war die Party noch nicht vorbei. Heißt, du hast das Ende der Party gar nicht mitbekommen. Oder? Du hast den Mord gar nicht mitbekommen. Denn der vorgab, Byakuya zu sein, ist umgebracht worden. Als allererstes. Byakuya hat ja initiiert, dass alle an der Party teilnehmen sollen. Nur einer, Fuyuhiko, ist nicht hat nicht mitgemacht. Der hier, Yakuza. Deshalb... Ja. Naja, auf jeden Fall wird das jetzt sowieso nochmal behandelt. Also... Ich glaube sogar wieder so fast komplett mit Sprachausgabe.
No way!
Aber der Trial hat ja noch nicht angefangen. Ich glaube, von draußen kann man gar nicht unter die Dielen im Gebäude. Weil die Bretter waren ein bisschen weit auseinander, da ist was runtergefallen. Und die haben halt versucht, von draußen da ranzukommen. Und von draußen haben sie halt, glaube ich, nichts gefunden, um da hinzukommen. Also muss man irgendwie von innen da runterkommen. Ja, diese Monokuma-Felsen, genau, sind auch schlimm. Ein bisschen dekadent muss man schon sein. Hier in dem Spiel. Er wurde im Speisesaal umgebracht. Während eines Blackouts, der wahrscheinlich durch den überlasteten Stromkreis entstanden ist.
Don't fuck with me! Hey, come on now! Hey! Huh? You.
Do you understand?
Wait!
What happened? Now then, let us begin!
Hey. Well now.
Da hinten, ja. Die Kamera. Na klar, das ist tierisch logisch. Kamera, wie die da hängt, ist komplett nachvollziehbar.
Wait!
What's this? What? You masochistic mascot! Special breeding service! See ya later! Huh?
What's going on? No way.
What?
Das ist mal wieder Cartoon-like.
Hey! Wait, no way!
Stupid! Yep.
Vielleicht haben die das ja aus dem James Bond Film geklaut. Wer weiß? Ich meine, ganz so abgedreht war es bestimmt jetzt nicht, der Eingang, aber ja, vielleicht haben sie dich davon inspirieren lassen.
However,
Das muss auch immer so laut sein, das Fahrstuhlgefahre. Also wenigstens dort hätten sie ja auch noch ein bisschen Fahrstuhlmusik bringen können, oder?
Welcome! Why, you... Don't fuck with me!
Ja, das wäre schon nicht schlecht, wenn man beeinflussen könnte, wer stirbt, aber es ist ja in vielen Spielen so, dass man direkt vorgegeben bekommt, was man machen muss oder wie die Story verlaufen muss. Natürlich speichere ich. So, Skills, habe ich da schon welche? Sieht eher nicht so aus. Nö. Ja, wie viele das sind? Keine Ahnung. So. Klar, machen wir einfach los.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
100% fair.
I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin!
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Ja, also das glaube ich ihm sogar.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Aber wir werden ja sehen, wer es war.
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Ja. Also ich kann dir nur sagen, dass es Hajime Hinata nicht war. Und ich glaube, die Krankenschwester brauchen wir später auch nochmal. Sagen.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
Das geht das.
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Ein bisschen schwierig.
No,
Das
that's
ist
wrong.
ziemlich schwer.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
Also ich kann mir vorstellen, warum Byakuya unter den Tisch gegangen ist. Aber das wirst du dann auch gleich erfahren. Ja, Nekomaru, ja, ist schon nicht schlecht.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Glaube nicht.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
Nee, das auch nicht.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
Siehst du diese Farbspuren?
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Siehst du dort dieses Klebeband? Das war wahrscheinlich dort an dem Messer dran. Und siehst du, was Byakuya dort, was vor Byakuya liegt? Außer dem Messer?
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
denke mal, das ist sogar eine ganz besondere Farbe, die dann halt besonders leuchten kann oder ja, fluoreszierend oder so.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Nee, der Byakuya, der hat ja alle möglichen gefährlichen Gegenstände quasi beschlagnahmt. Und der wollte halt auch nicht, dass irgendjemand irgendwelche gefährlichen Gegenstände irgendwo rumliegen lässt. Er hat sogar die Messer vom Koch mitgenommen. Und die ganzen hier Spieße, wo das Fleisch aufgespießt war.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
Ja, du hättest länger da bleiben sollen. Die Krankenschwester ist dann nochmal hingefallen.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food!
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong!
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus. No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Ein Rebuttal Showdown. Aha. Aha, muss die Behauptung des Gegners kontern. Mhm. Mit BASD. Mal sehen, ob ich das... Oh Gott.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words!
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Ach, ich hätte wahrscheinlich mit A und D nach links oder rechts schlagen können. Gut.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
Meinst du, die hat noch einen Film drin und keine Digitalkamera?
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Ich meine, das sieht wie so eine Canon-Digitalkamera aus. Aber prinzipiell so ähnlich wie... Ja, wäre natürlich auch möglich. Die alten Analogen, die sahen ja auch nicht so unterschiedlich dazu aus.
Then, was that knife inside the case too?
Analog hast du dann halt auch die Möglichkeit, ein bisschen besser zu vergrößern. Das stimmt schon. Im Digitalen hast du dann halt das Ganze schon als Pixel, also...
If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way!
Ja, mit diesem
I see!
Klebeband.
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found.
Genau.
Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Ja, der war ziemlich paranoid. Der hat alles, was irgendwie scharf oder spitz oder anderweitig gefährlich sein könnte, einfach eingesammelt.
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Ah, jetzt fantasiert wieder einer. Ja, der hatte was gekriegt. Moment, da war Not. Das ja.
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Oh. Die erste Tötung oder der erste Mord wird heute Abend stattfinden. Oder heute Nacht.
The hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Nee, das war er
Are
wirklich
you
nicht.
sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
Ganz genau. Der hat die Party nur veranstalten wollen, weil alle zur gleichen Zeit am gleichen Ort sein sollten.
What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
Vielleicht hat er einfach nur
He should have
Angst gehabt,
told
dass er
us he
selbst
received a
das Ziel ist.
threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles.
Okay, was hat sie denn jetzt bemerkt oder
If
bekannt?
Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Frage.
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Obwohl, da war Farbe dran. Ich glaube, die hat ein bisschen geleuchtet. Also so phosphoreszierend oder fluoreszierend oder wie man das auch immer bezeichnen möchte.
I see!
War halt
What
beschmiert.
if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Ja, ich würde mal sagen, der Blackout, der war provoziert.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
Nee.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Nein, das reicht noch lange nicht.
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
Ich glaub's eher nicht. Ha. Blaue Weak Spots denen kann man zustimmen. Ach so, jetzt darf ich sagen, dass sie recht haben damit. Mhm. Oh Gott.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Jetzt unterstellt mir doch nicht immer sowas.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pecco's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pecco was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
I guess that would be... true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
Ja. Unverblümt.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
Ja, das ist so bestimmt ein bisschen peinlich. Hm.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you
So-
get food poisoning or something?
So unsensibel wie der. Oh Gott.
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Ja, Teru ist ja natürlich auch.
Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Ja. Unter Umständen könnten da ja Abführmittel im Essen gewesen sein oder so ähnlich. Ich glaube nicht, dass der irgendwie schlechtes Essen gekocht hat.
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Aber wenn, dann werden die wahrscheinlich irgendwo in den Gerichten mit drin gewesen sein.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Ja, die hat was mitgenommen,
Just a
das
little
stimmt.
bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong!
Aber hätten dann die anderen
It's
nicht
impossible
auch?
that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pecco wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
Ja, die hat geschlungen wie sonst was.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
So dünn?
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
Also ich gehe davon aus, dass...
Cease this bickering!
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Ach so, ja. Schon ein bisschen merkwürdig. Aber ja, wenn du es alles nur hinterschlingst dann und kaum kaust, dann verdaust du es auch nicht so gut.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us. Trashy skank?
Ich hab da nämlich was gesehen. Aber lassen wir das erstmal so.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Nein.
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that. It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Ja, ganz so ist es auch nicht.
Yeah, it seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Ah, da kommt wieder jemand.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
So, wir nehmen die.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
So, was hat er jetzt?
If the
Nochmal.
irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Verdammt, wie soll ich denn das jetzt machen?
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on,
Ach Mist.
you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Muss nochmal machen.
If the irons in the storage room caused the then for the killer to turn the irons
Mensch,
on,
was denn? Was denn
you're
das?
saying they went all the way to the storage, and that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
So, dann machen wir halt weiter.
No,
Ein
just
Vorteil.
because people were in the dining hall
So war das.
doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. The irons caused the blackout.
Allow me to cut through those words.
So war das.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Genau, weil das konnte man mit einer Zeitschaltuhr steuern. Die waren um 23:30 Uhr gingen die alle an.
Air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hams died around that time too.
Ah, der Spitzname.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Ja, nicht du auch noch.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Wäre doch cool.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a hot. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Ja, hier wieder sein
Nagito? What happened to you?
sein sehr nerviges Wesen. Er will halt.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right?
Ja, das Nagito ist für mich wirklich auch so ein totaler Unsympath.
Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
Beruhige dich.
He's just saying.
So
After
schnell
all
geht das
this
Spiel
time,
nicht.
We still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth.
Ja, warum zieht ihr denn das auch so
Despite
mit
the
dem
fact
Gequatsch in
that
die
we
Länge?
discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this?
Ich möchte aber auch hören, was die zu sagen haben. Das ist das Problem.
Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior.
Das stimmt allerdings
Let's
auch
stop
wieder.
this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think...
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
Bitte reiß dich doch etwas zusammen.
Clue, you say?
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
I can prove it with this! They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
Ich glaube, darüber ist die auch gestolpert, oder?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who?
Er stand am
You're
nächsten
the
dran.
only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
I see.
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Ist halt ziemlich schwer zu glauben, dass das wirklich nur ein Zufall ist.
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Aber ich glaube, der spielt sowieso noch in einem späteren Fall eine Rolle und deshalb, weiß gar nicht, im übernächsten oder im vorletzten zumindest, glaube ich.
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Genau, der hat ja Stäbchen ziehen gemacht und hat quasi verloren und musste dann ja, den Speisesaal reinigen, aufräumen und putzen.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it? I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Was die für Schimpfwörter rausholen.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Oder?
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Wobei, vielleicht ist es auch nur eine Erinnerung, die dann später kommt. Aber ich habe jetzt auch keine Ahnung, ob das wirklich...
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
Ach, stimmt. Jetzt tut er so, als wäre es.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out.
Ist alles geschauspielert.
But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
Ach ja. Warum verwendest du alte Rechtschreibung?
I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
Halte deinen Hass bitte im Zaum.
Hey Nagito, if you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think, somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions. In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, it was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Also bei... Ich kann den auch nicht ausstehen, aber... Bei imaginären Charakteren... lohnt sich's nicht, sich aufzuregen. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, wann das geklärt wird, wer Byakuya wirklich war, aber das wird auf jeden Fall noch aufgeklärt.
I see! You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already.
Please, Monokuma!
Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but...
Also ich bin immer noch der Überzeugung, dass es der Koch ist.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
Mir fällt nämlich gerade ein, Byakuya hat ja nur vier Fleischspieße eingesammelt. Auf der Liste standen aber 5. Da fehlt einer. Und die Einstichstellen an seinem Körper waren... Die Einstichstellen an seinem Körper waren halt ungefähr von einem Durchmesser von 5 mm. Also ein Messer war es nicht.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
Na dann. Oh, White Noise kommt jetzt dazu. War das immer noch mit Rechtsklick? Start-Button? Ich habe noch nicht einen Controller angeschlossen. Was nicht Escape? So, Mikan hat eine Report angefertigt.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know,
Moment. Silencer ist der rechte Maustaste.
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hit. No, that's wrong.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
but based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse!
Die Drohung.
Not a whorehouse! Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout? Oh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision!
Don't get distracted! Our lives are at stake, you know?
Ja, mit Ibuki albert natürlich immer wieder rum.
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
Hammersippe. Das war relativ weit oben.
I can prove it with this! Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, reals?
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this!
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know?
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth!
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
Klingt schon ein bisschen...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow! After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Ja. Er hat's geplant. Er hatte aber so viel Glück, dass er nicht der Mörder war. Deshalb kann er jetzt weiter überleben. So könnte man das auch sehen.
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Ach, na dann schlaf gut. Ich danke dir fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe doch, du kannst dir dann wenigstens das VOD anschauen, wenn du sehen willst, wie die Bestrafung dann aussieht. Also dann, bis morgen.
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Ja, ich werd natürlich sagen, wer es war. Dann ist ja... ist ja klar. Jetzt haben wir aber erstmal eine Pause dazwischen.
Now then,
Warum auch immer.
buddy. And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
You're so evil!
Das ist so gemein. Keine 10 Milliarden.
crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Regularly. Das...
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Ja. Nagito hat halt kein Blut auf sich.
Are you
Er hat
trying to
keine
say something
blutigen
like,
Finger
why
oder
didn't
sonst was.
Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes,
No.
That's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been?
Ja, ich finde, dass das die Tischdecke gewesen sein, die im Lagerraum war.
I guess we did see something I could have used.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
Ja, die Leiche, die war ja auch unterm Tisch. Die wurde ja auch unterm Tisch getötet. Das Problem ist aber, der Mörder war nicht unter dem Tisch, nicht nur unter dem Tisch, sondern wahrscheinlich noch eine Etage weiter unten. Und die Bodendielen, die waren ja ein bisschen auseinander. Da hat einen Abstand und da konnte man bestimmt mit so einem 5 mm dicken Spieß durchstechen. Ganz bestimmt.
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all!
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
Oh, ein Improved Hangman's Gambit. Oh Gott, das war ja sowas, wenn... Muss ich mich ja beeilen. Oh Gott, jetzt hoffe ich mal, dass ich das schaffe. Oh Gott. Taste. Unter. Ist schon ein bisschen langsam, das Spiel. Runter. Ach, verdammt. Mist. Was? Den wollte ich gerade? Ah. Das Ding wird wahrscheinlich nicht. Ach, Floor. Was sollte denn das? Unterm Boden. Unterm Boden, nicht unter dem Tisch. Das hat so lange gedauert. Oh Gott.
The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Ja. Und woher sonst?
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. But from where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Ja, wer weiß das? Der weiß das bestimmt. Der hat ja was verloren. Das ist dort unter den
Hey Gundam,
Fußboden
you dropped your earring in the
gefallen.
dining hall, right?
Referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
Ja, die 4 Dark Devas of Destruction, genau.
Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands! Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
Ja. Geile Zufallsentdeckung, die er gemacht hat.
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
Moment. Wir haben dort doch auch diese Feuertür. Und die werden normalerweise doch auch aktiv mit Strom an der Wand festgehalten. Also mit Elektromagneten. Oder? Und wenn alles aus ist und die auch noch vielleicht auch noch über die Sicherung laufen wie alles andere, wie das Licht und alle anderen Geräte, dann sind die doch zu dem Zeitpunkt zu, die Feuertüren, die Feuerschutztüren. Dann bin ich mir auch nicht sicher, ob Teru, also unser Koch, diese schweren Türen so einfach aufbekommen hätte. Wobei, das ist jetzt nur wieder so eine Frage. Ich weiß nicht, ob die sich vielleicht... Ah ne, die verschließen sich ja nicht komplett. Die halten ja bloß die Feuer ab, wenn es brennt.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again? I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right?
Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party...
Kann's nicht gewesen sein, weil der nie reingegangen ist. Ins Haus. Und von außen kommst du
Judging
nicht
from the
dort
photo I
unter.
took before the blackout,
Kommst du nicht unter das Haus drunter.
it obviously has to be him.
Nee. Niemals.
Yay! It's decided!
Mr. Yakuza war's aber nicht.
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it. Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Ach, kann ich jetzt weit Neues entfernen? Chiaki kann's bezeugen.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong!
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spy.
Das haben sie ja schon versucht. Ich glaube nicht, dass sie was gefunden haben.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Ja, irgendwie sieht der das wohl nicht als Beleidigung an. So als ziemlich schlimmste Beleidigung, die irgendjemand äußern kann.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party? It was probably during the blackout.
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior?
Make your argument. Ich würde sagen, ich nehme das.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles? What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I agree with that. You know, the killer had a light with him.
Ja, alles möglich.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list. It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around.
Also sozusagen ein Stöfchen?
So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway
Oder
to the
wie?
storage room
Oder
during
ein
the blackout.
Gasherd? Nee, Gaskartusche?
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Stöfchen könnte es aber sein.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Ja,
Repeating yourself just makes it even
Ganz
more
bestimmt
suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
Battle? Ein Battle? Will der jetzt rappen oder so?
No, that's wrong! Will you be able to break through my argument?
Aha.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office is because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words! Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
You're the only one! Could it be you? Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel! Cruel! Too cruel!
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Ja, ganz sicher ist Asbest auch sehr lecker.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Ganz klar.
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light. And that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Oh, was war denn das für eine Markierung? Ich würde sagen, das war's Messer.
I can
Beziehungsweise
prove it with this.
gleiche Farbe, die auf dem Messer ist.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah! By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved. That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
Oder eben unter dem Speisesaal. Ja. Ist genauso möglich. Weiß bloß nicht, ob's genauso klar geklungen hätte. Aber wenn die Lücken zwischen den Brettern groß genug sind.
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat. So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No way! You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you. I just...
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope? Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was a recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction. Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second!
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout!
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was! I was there the whole damn time!
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right! You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories!
His accent is getting even worse! He's definitely lying!
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Wow, Cher, don't be saying things like that, don't make no sense! Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall? Probably can. Oh, you again!
Ja, etwas, was er nicht gesehen haben kann.
I can prove it with this! If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
What? Don't make me remember! It's so embarrassing!
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that. Huh? It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
Oh, es war lustig.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Ja, das ist schon ziemlich verdächtig.
Even so... Nagito! Say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
The murder weapon hadn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying, The murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Ach, der nuschelt jetzt bloß noch.
Come on, Monumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Ja, ich würde sagen, der 5. Spieß.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
Oh, der hat was getroffen. Was? Ach, verdammt, ein E brauche ich. Okay, jetzt ein W. Jetzt aber. Es wird wahrscheinlich keine
The
Punktzahl.
weapon must be the iron skewer.
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru Teru! Where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Oh! 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 Whoa!
Echt jetzt? Wieder dieses anstrengende Spiel?
Oh! What the hell you saying, you double cutter hick?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick?
I guess we have no choice but to some.
I'm not hiding anything!
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
Dialekt.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be? This is the end!
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything. In a place like that?
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it. But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is? The meat on the bone.
What now? I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
We need to confirm this now. So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside,
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here! I'm already eating it! Ah, a bear that eats meat!
Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
Oh, what is this? So yummy!
Damn it! That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad! Seriously, this is really bad!
My! There's something inside the meat! Look what came out!
Isn't that... Is that an iron skewer? Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong! I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Kisa, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say. I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
So, we need to do it.
So, jetzt das Closing Argument. Schätze ich. Muss ich das nochmal Comicbuchmäßig darstellen? Okay. Was haben wir denn hier? Einmal nach links. Storage room for the blackout. Sagen. Nehmen wir das. Dann, was haben wir hier? Das Club and Light. Weapon Hit. In. Killer do after exiting the dark hall. Into the dark hall. Was würde ich sagen, ist das? Obtain in the storage room. Das. Schon ganz schön schwierig. Was ist das? Portable Stove. Oh, wo war denn der? War das das? Ich glaube ja. Ist hier? Geht hier rein und dort rein. Das passt schon mal. Hier haben wir den. Das einschalten, ja. Genau, das ist die. Passt auf. Das Meat on the Bone. Was haben wir hier? Ja, das. Nagito trying to duck under the table. Was sagt das hier? Oh, last stop. Ist das? Das Ultimate Musician has amazing hearing. Was ist das?
That happened in this case.
Ah, hat geklappt.
Let's try going over the whole incident. beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on.
Wenn ich mich nicht
Since
ganz
the windows in the
täusche,
old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness.
haben die ja dann auch noch eine gewisse einen gewissen erhöhten Anlaufstrom, oder? Die haben im Grunde genommen genauso mit Motoren versehen wie andere mit Motoren und Pumpen halt, wie halt normale Lüfter. Wobei, vielleicht ist das auch ein bisschen also keine Splitanlage, aber wer weiß.
But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right, everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen.
Also war es doch ein Gas, ein kleiner Brenner mit der Gaskartusche.
They needed a weapon too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item.
Genau. Eine Tischdecke.
That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime. Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura? That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
Ich wusste ja, nur ein B.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time!
Ja!
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement! Correct! Yahoo!
No.
You...
You've got it wrong. Hey! when that happened...
You caught me?
What? Hey!
Ja. Schon sehr merkwürdig, aber ja, so könnte es gelaufen sein.
Impossible!
Well...
What?
Ja, der will einfach nur loslegen. Super. Er ist einfach nur verrückt.
Amazing!
No.
See?
Ja, er will halt unermessliche Hoffnung sehen. Und ja, wirft dann natürlich erstmal alle in tiefste Verzweiflung.
You're kidding, right? Man.
Ja. Ein ultimativer Fanatiker, genau.
Wait, no way!
Hey. See?
Don't fuck with me!
What? Amazing! Great!
What's going on?
What's going on? That's wrong.
Ja, ich schätze mal, der wollte, dass er versucht, ihn zu töten. Damit endlich das Töten beginnen kann.
So...
Well...
What?
You're right.
Solche kranken Menschen. Also so ein kranker Mensch. Also...
Hey!
Ist eigentlich nur Nagito, der da so daneben ist.
However, Perhaps.
What?
See?
I will guide you all.
Hmm. Why?
Such despair.
No way.
Someone like me? How unexpected. Well,
Isn't that right? Right?
Ach je. Der Kerl ist so kaputt.
Man. Great! Impossible! Shut up! Shut up!
Hey, hey!
Huh?
What's the matter?
Wait!
Ja, jetzt kommt die Bestrafung, ist ja klar.
No, 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 no.
Hey!
Hey!
Impossible!
That's... Hey!
Why you?
Wrong!
Hmm. Whew.
No, 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 no.
Das ist halt wirklich schade um den.
That is...
Eigentlich wollte die Leute bloß beschützen vor Nagito.
Why?
Also,
Answer me.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
ach, wollte er jetzt doch? Wollte er doch.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already.
I know that already. That's why I need to go home! Hey! Damn it! Wrong! That's why I wanted to go home!
Fine.
I'm sorry. I think I'm the one who went crazy.
So... Yoo-hoo! You can't!
Los geht's.
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
Wait!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Hey! Please!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this! Mama!
Schon ein bisschen traurig. Boah, so Overkill. Natürlich.
Extreme! Yeah! Whew.
Damn it!
How cruel.
What? No.
What are you saying?
Nice! Hmm?
Aha, also wer jemanden umgebracht hat, kriegt seine Erinnerung zurück.
You...
Bastard!
What?
Not fair. Of course.
Huh?
So cruel!
Then... Stupid!
Such despair.
You.
Nope.
Don't fuck with me! What?
Stimmt, der sagt ja, dass er denen dann auch sogar helfen wollte.
Someone like me? Hey. Great!
You fiend.
Hey!
Well... This is exciting!
You pissed me off.
Stimmt eigentlich. Ich glaube, das war sogar so, dass der dann mit seinem Mörder, dass der seinem Mörder sogar hilft.
What? How unfortunate. Isn't that right? Hey. Wait!
Please stop!
Huh?
Please listen!
Let me ask. You
Well? Perhaps. I am sorry!
Klar, wir müssen jetzt alle unser Bestes tun. Genau. Wir müssen erstmal alle verhindern, dass noch mehr Leute sterben eigentlich. Was, wie alle wissen, nicht klappen wird. Die nächsten mindestens 4 Kapitel.
Yes.
Like... Jeez.
Well? Right? But...
I'm gonna do it!
fine.
Das ist schon heftig.
Is someone watching me?
Ja, das könnte durchaus sein. $19 left. Noch übrig. 19 days left. Optimal. Ein 3-Sterne-Orden. Oder Abzeichen. Und ein Holzstock. Dann speichere ich das jetzt.
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything. Even if we weren't told this directly, you'd know it just by looking at the world around us. The internet, TV, and newspapers are overflowing with hopeful messages that say exactly that. But people who can't win, people who don't try to win, people who try their best and still can't win, they are all worthless trash.
Das ist wahrscheinlich Nagitos Auffassung vom Wert der Menschheit.
There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who are born with worth, and everybody else. No matter how hard a lowly human tries, they will never be the same as someone who was born worthy. They say that effort breeds success, but that's a complete lie. The world is not that accommodating. No matter how hard a small dog tries, it will never become a large dog. No matter how much a penguin tries, there's no way it will ever soar through the sky. Which means, unworthy humans will never become worthy, no matter what they do. People with talent don't become talented. They're just born with their abilities right from the start. That's right, just like you guys. That's why I have so much respect for you all. Just so you know, what I feel is different from admiration. Admiration is wishing you could be like the object of your admiration. But what I feel is not so self-serving. How should I put it? What I feel is more pure. More like a selfless love that wants nothing in return. So, I want you guys to believe me when I say, I don't mind if you kill me. But if that happens, I want you to let me help. I don't care if the killer survives, or if everyone but the killer survives. I just want both sides to do their very best. I want to see with my own two eyes the absolute hope that lies ahead. Yep, I'm really lucky. Someone as insignificant as me will be there when hope and despair collide and unleash their energy. So please, let me help you. If you're planning to kill me, I would be honored to help you carry out your plan. I want you to use me as a stepping stone so everyone can shine. I want you to kill me in a way that befits...
Ja, der ist definitiv krank. Also jetzt nicht im herkömmlichen Sinne, sondern einfach nur fanatisch. Nicht, nicht in, nicht anderweitig. Er ist fanatisch. Also. Okay. Also dann, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und eine gute Nacht bis morgen beziehungsweise heute Abend. Schlaft gut und einen wunderschönen Arbeitstag. Ciao.